Great. Hi, everyone. So I'm Barbara Thompson. I've been on the SDO project since the very beginning, and so Dean asked me to give you a quick overview of how SDO came about. I've done this from the standpoint of both people who've been there all along and people who are also new to the mission. So I think really the biggest precursors for SDO came out of the SOHO mission, the Trace mission, and the Timed mission, though there are many other heritage missions that had large contributions. And the earliest thoughts of SDO was after the temporary loss and it was presumed permanent loss of the SOHO mission, which motivated the addition of a solar instrumentation opportunity on the Triana mission, which was in formulation for Earth science. Headquarters moved very rapidly and released this possibility of adding solar instrumentation to the Triana mission. And I know it's hard to believe now, but yeah, they did it in a month. It was really impressive. But we recovered SOHO, but the thoughts of a SOHO follow-on and a comprehensive dynamics mission still stuck with us. And that evolved into the beginning of the thoughts of the Living with the Star program. The success of the SOHO mission and the associated instruments in the International Solar Terrestrial Physics mission made us think more about the dynamics and space weather in addition to just the pure science. And so I think the earliest I have, at least in my records, is there was an excellent mid-X proposal, which consisted essentially of what would have been HMI and AIA, or an earlier version of that. And that was kind of the basis of the new Solar Dynamics Observatory concept. And so I have that as 1999, when SDO was kind of born as a concept. Living with the Star was also in formulation, though the first real message that I ever received or discussion about it, the note was nobody knows much about what's going on yet. But Living with the Star did start to evolve very quickly into that. And SDO was determined to be a mission that deserved a science definition team. I am going to avoid saying names because there were so many important people to this project and mission. And so if I've omitted your name, it's only because I figure the only way I can do justice is not mention anybody and make everybody equally angry at me. But the people who did the formulation for this program, and certainly the people who worked very hard on this science definition report, deserve a lot of credit. That resulted in the announcement of opportunity in January 2002. The proposals were due, the instruments were selected. Look at that rapid timeline, that's super impressive. This was the cover for the HMI proposal. And I remember looking at that proposal and saying, gosh, that just looks so familiar. Where did we see this before? And I realized, yeah, I'm a Star Trek fan. And so this is so I photoshopped the cover for Phil so that, and it says, Saul, prepare to be simulated. And so this is the unofficial HMI cover. I didn't manage to do that for the other proposal covers though. So we got started, got a team together, had a project kickoff. And so Dean was part of the Living with the Star formulation, but he was not part of the SDO team yet. But I was really feeling confident about my Photoshop skills. And so I thought I could subtly add Dean in a subtle way to the thing to make it seem like he was part of it already. So I hope it's not clear that that's a Photoshop. So SDO had a lot of people, there were a lot of meetings. We also had some fun. We had a lot of wonderful times. We had a lot of interesting things. Plans are what happen, are what happens when life hits you, I guess. Or I messed up that quote, but basically, plans are something that you can laugh at many years later. But we had a lot of wonderful people. We had quite a few reviews, but eventually we got a spacecraft together. And we launched it 11 years ago, a whole solar cycle ago. And so this series of talks is for the whole community, but it's really for you, those of you, all of you who made SDO possible, all of you who were there sticking through it since 1999 even, to make sure that this mission became a reality. So congratulations to everyone.